I don't know if this applies to everyone, but personally, I've always had a fear when it comes to pregnancy. My fear has always been the fact that when pregnant, you don't just have to think about your health, but also have to think about your baby's health. Well, this is not just a video that I will be talking about the foods that one is supposed to eat or what exercise is best when it comes to pregnant women. In this video, I will be telling you about a research that has now shaped how we usually view the connection between a mother and a baby. What actually happens is when we get pregnant, our blood volume increases by 30 to 50%, and this increase naturally stresses the heart, causing the heart rate to go high. This can at times result in one getting a heart attack under certain conditions. In simple terms, what I mean is the increase of 30 to 50% of blood volume for a pregnant woman can cause one to have pregnancy-related heart issues, which can result in one having heart failure. While previously, doctors have always tried to introduce cells from a donor into a mother's body, most of the times, the mother's immune system recognizes the introduced cells as foreign and attacks them. Thus, for pregnant women, it is hard to introduce new cells during a heart attack, which has caused the death rate for pregnant women to increase and double for the last 2 decades. Although cardiologists have tried to explain to women on the best way to prevent heart attacks by engaging in various exercise, a recent research done in 2022 by the American College of Cardiology showed that death rate among pregnant women has increased for the last 2 decades. Mohammed Hossain argued that 600 women who are pregnant die every year as a result of cardiovascular disease. To overcome the challenge pointed out by Mohammed Ahabab Hossain that pregnant women are dying, especially for those found in the US, a team at Mount Sinai have made a surprising discovery of how life-giving cells from pregnancy actually help repair a mother's heart. First, allow me take a few seconds to explain to you what exactly happens when a mother gets a heart attack. What actually happens is, during a heart attack, the heart muscle tissues known as scars are damaged. Once damaged, the scar tissue itself does not beat, which weakens a mother's heart, thus causing failure, which can result in a mother and the fetus of the baby also dying. Actually, this is one of the major reasons why, as of 2022, 600 pregnant women died. As a scientist and researcher, and most importantly, as a fellow woman, I am pleased to inform you that scientists have now discovered a safer way to reduce the death rate of pregnant women. Scientists have now discovered the new placental stem cells, which they actually call CDX2 cells. Yeah, you're probably wondering, like, what is that? Well, these are just cells that migrate from the fetus to the mother. Previously, what happened is that during pregnancy and a woman faced a heart attack, doctors will have to inject stem cells from a donor. And since the body usually recognizes these stem cells as foreign, these injected cells will not survive long. And if they did, they will not integrate properly into a mother's heart tissues. So they would only offer temporarily healing, but actually they will not cure the mother's heart. Therefore, even if the mother survived, this meant that the mother would have to deal with long-term heart issues for the rest of their life. But the new cells that the scientists have now discovered, these ones actually, they completely heal the mother's heart. So what this means is being pregnant no longer means that after pregnancy, you'll have to deal with a lifetime of heart disease. So that's actually like the main difference, that right now, if you are pregnant and you get a heart attack, you can now get injected with, you don't actually have to get injected with these cells, but if you do, the cells, they move from the fetus to the mother. So that enables the fetus to actually like be the one saving the mother. So if you are getting a heart attack and you're pregnant, you can be sure that just like you do various exercises and eat various foods to protect your child and make sure that your child comes out strong, during a heart attack, the fetus gives back to you and ensures that even after you survive the heart attack, your heart can be cured and remain strong even after pregnancy and even after you give birth. Yeah, I know. Like, I think like this actually really blows my mind because it's many women after getting pregnant and having a heart attack, afterwards, even after pregnancy, you find that these women will have to always be dealing with heart issues, visit the doctor regularly for checkup, and have to go and constantly be checking their pressure. But I think this is now like the baby saving you, and I think that is what actually makes the difference. We protect. So when you're pregnant, don't just think I'm the one who will have to protect my child, and just know that your child is also there to protect you when you have a heart attack, or maybe when you have a heart failure, or let me just say, like, actually we can just say that a child can actually heal a mother's broken heart. Yeah, so I don't know what to say, but I really think that this is the most fascinating thing for me as a woman. Yeah. To sum up, given that heart attack is one of the leading causes of death for women, I would like to say that this research does not just apply to pregnant women. I believe that this research applies to every woman who is out there, whether pregnant or not, because I believe for those who are not pregnant, this therapy, or we can say this research, shows that in future there's a future where the placenta will not be viewed as waste, but actually it is a medicine that can be used to cure a woman's heart. And for women who are pregnant, I will say that this research does not just demonstrate the connection between a baby and a mother, but also emphasizes on the need for a woman to eat healthy, not just to prevent having a cardiovascular attack, but most importantly, to ensure that you have a healthy placenta. It's more like you helping your baby protect you. So if you can eat healthy and engage in exercises such as yoga, take vegetables, then this ensures that your placenta is healthy enough, and the baby's stem cells, and from the placenta, the baby can now use or make stem cells that can help protect your heart, and also ensure that after you give birth, you have a permanent solution that will ensure that you will no longer have to rely on medications that only help you manage but not cure your heart disease. And by the way, if you know a toddler or a teen, or probably you are a young adult who has had a hearing problem, please feel free to check out my next video, which I will be discussing about a recent breakthrough that has been done on gene therapy that now allows children and young adults to hear again, thus offering hope on how we can eventually cure deafness.